performances last year, and these are part of storytelling through dance. These are part of flash mobs, etc., etc. We had 36 art workshops and pop-up concerts. These happen outside of regular art centers. These happen outside of the community. We had 65 volunteers engaged in leadership education, which is one of the problems that we identified very early on in the Barrio experience, was that we had opportunities for folks to be involved in leadership opportunities, but they didn't self-select. The great majority of people in the city of Reading don't self-select as leaders. So we had to devise a way, embed leadership development in the programming that we do. We had 2,362 event participants and 3,670 volunteer hours. Barrio Alegría is community engagement, transformation, organization in the city of Reading, and we utilize the arts. When we started talking about community transformation and community engagement, folks would be like, "What? You do community development, right?" No. This is something different. So you do outreach? No. This is something different. And I explained a little bit earlier what the difference between simply doing volunteer work versus doing community transformation work is. But basically, when you are doing community transformation work, you're taking somebody who has self-limiting beliefs and doesn't self-select as being able to go to RAC or to run for a position in city government or run for a city board. It's not just you going and telling them, "Hey, this is available," or even with the work that we do in the SOP, for example, which is we are giving you all the information for you to buy your own house. And then right after the meeting is done and the workshop is done, they are going home saying, "Wow, this is great. Like, this is going to be easy for me to do it." But then 25 years, 36 years of self-limiting beliefs kick in, and they say, "Oh, that must not be for me. That's too easy." They don't really know my story, because if they knew, they would know that I have horrible credit, that I have, I owe this money, and they don't know about this or they don't know about that. So community engagement is about bringing people in and walking with them and making sure that we are designing the programs, co-designing the programs, co-creating events so that they are part of the solution, part of the product. I put the picture of the Reading Public Library there because it's my favorite place in the world. Some of our programs are storytelling through dance. These are like the 3 columns inside of Barrio. Storytelling through dance. I'm a dancer, so we use dance, but it's really storytelling through, at this point, theater, storytelling through spoken word, storytelling through all different art forms. Then we have our second major column is Alas, which is art outside of a regular space for art. And Explorations in the Art Form, which is art inside of, I forgot the name. So we have identified some problems, one of which I already spoke about, which are self-limiting beliefs in citizens. And then there's a complexity and lack of engagement in our residents. So we can tell people, hey, it is good for you to go to a city council meeting, or it's really, really in your best interest to go to a school board meeting, but just doing that is not going to get them there. So we use the arts for people to explore and challenge those beliefs and challenge those that lack of engagement. So here comes the 2 stories. When we did a pilot with RAC received a grant or they were promised a grant of, I think it was $10,000 to celebrate the 500 year of post-colonial Latin American history. So they said, okay, great, Daniel, we have these funds. Can you come up with a dance presentation to celebrate Latin dance? And I said, yeah, but wouldn't it be great if we were able to engage your students so that they can be part of it? And so we started doing outreach inside of RAC, but very, very few people showed up. So we changed the way in which we were outreaching. We got more people. Eventually, we finalized the program. RAC didn't get the full funding. We didn't care. I think the whole thing cost like $300 at the end, which taught us a lot of things. Taught us that we don't really. I can't believe I'm going to say this. And the person who's here for Barrio who does advancement is going to hate me for this, but we can do a lot of things without money. So that was one thing that we learned very quickly, and that we're trying to unlearn because of sustainability. Daniel is not going to be here forever, and the people who are doing the work really need to get paid. They really need to be remunerated for the work that they are doing. So anyways, we did this program, and through one of those programs, we met a young man at the time who was had just started going to RAC, and he spoke to us through the programming that we do. We do a lot of circle times, and it's not just creating a product. It's about coming together and talking about who we are and exploring who we are and exploring those self-living belief stuff. And he said, I'm very shy. I am afraid that I'm not going to have friends. This has been the most wonderful experience of my lifetime because I feel now that I have friends. But I'm afraid that once this is over, I'm not going to have friends anymore. I'm afraid that if I see you on the street, you're not going to say hi to me because you're going to, and so we knew immediately that we needed to change that. So that pilot phase turned into storytelling through dance citywide. So we took the model of RAC and started saying, okay, the big issue is not going to be to do a presentation. The dance presentation is the commercial. That's the ad. That's the thing that blinks in your computer that you just want to click exit out of. Underneath that is the bringing people together to talk to each other, to learn about each other, to learn to understand each other. Deeper inside yet, there's the moment of transformation. Each one of the people that have been part of Barrio have had moments of transformation that make them say, wow, I can do that. If I was able to dance in front of all those people in front of the Reading Public Library, I can talk in front of people and I can tell my story. So now, I am very happy, what do I say his name? Very happy to say that he graduated RAC. He leads choreographies with AIM, Abilities in Motion. He's an amazing leader, and I'm not here to say that we're going to take all the credit for all the great stuff that has happened, but at least a little tiny bit, we're going to claim that part of that success for him was because of that. And the second story that I'm going to tell you is about this young woman who I met at a dance class. I was talking to the dance instructor, and I was telling her that I needed a photographer, and she very shyly comes and says, I take pictures. So I said, oh great, well, we're going to meet next week, whatever, we'll just have a meeting. And so this young woman, like college age, so I figured, okay, you have to deal with another college person. I think they're great, but sometimes you have to hold their hands for a while until they get great, and then they go, and then you're like, gosh, I have to do it again. So I met with her, Mikasa Sukasa, and she comes with a notebook, a pen, and an agenda. I'm like, okay, which school do you go to? And she goes, I don't go to school. School's